Okay, I wanted to show you a video of this single action 22 and what you could do if, say, that you fired all 5 shots and you got some cover. So when you're on 5 shots on this particular 6-shooter, you want to make sure that this chamber meets the hammer. You have to have an empty chamber on this one. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're going to carry it, you're going to carry it like this. If you're going to carry all 6, then you're going to have it half cock. So what I'm going to simulate for you is something kind of funny. I don't necessarily think you should just have this with you. You know, you should have another weapon with you. But if you notice this Crossman pellet pouch here, this holds 500 pellets. What you could do is you could put some 22 rounds in here. You can hold up to 100, I think, without having it bulge out too much. So you got 100 22 long rifle shells in here, and you put it on your right hip. And then also it helps to have a good index fingernail right here, so you can pluck them rounds out. And what I simulated with this out in the field is you can return fire from cover 10 to 12 rounds a minute with this thing if you ever had to defend yourself, and all you had was your ammunition here and your single shot 6-shooter here. So I'm going to demonstrate how that would be done, how you would defend yourself. And you could do it a couple different ways, but the popular way is 10 to 12 rounds a minute. It's doing 1 round at a time. And I know it's only 1 round at a time, but the thing is that you need to keep firing, because if somebody's coming to your cover, let's say that one person's on his way to your cover, at least you have that 1 round in there so you can get him when he comes around the cover. Now, does it happen that often? Very rare. Very rare that even one person is going to come to your cover when you're shooting at them. Okay, very rare that that's going to happen. So this basically is a weapon that's used to get home. It's something where break in contact, you run to cover, and you're only defending. You're not going out there to try to save the world. You're just trying to get home, that kind of thing. So once again, you have a fingernail on your index finger. Make sure that that fingernail doesn't get clipped as far as the other ones. So I'm going to demonstrate you. Okay, I just fired 5 rounds, all right? So I'm going to do 1 at a time, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do it here. So what we're going to do is going to go half cock, open up, take out the fired round, and then you can see that there's nothing in here because on concealed carry, there's always going to be an empty chamber. So you're going to put in 1 round, count 4, fire. Half cock, take out the spent round, count 4, fire. Half cock, take out the spent round, reload, count 4, fire. Half cock, take out the spent round, reload, count 4. And it's easier with your fingernail than that rod. So that rod might get you in trouble pushing through the bullet or whatever. Because this way, if you're a little bit off, you can still get the bullet out by using your fingernail. So this whole time, you're returning fire, 1 round at a time. And they decide that since there's rounds coming their way, that they're not interested in coming to you after all, because you're defending yourself. And you might be a good shot. You might be hitting them. So that's the key to any gun battles, making sure that you hit the target, that you hit a vital. And 9 times out of 10, what usually happens is the person just sees the gun, or even 1 shot fired, or even 1 shot fired where it hits them, where they take off. That's usually what happens with most gun battles. So basically, when you're a concealed carrier, all you really have to do is get to cover while defending yourself with the rounds that you have. And then by the time you get to cover, it's shown that they're not interested in coming to your cover. So anyway, that's how you'd survive. And see, you'd have a lot of rounds here. Now let's say that this gunfight got, to be a really, really big event, okay? And you know that people with semi-autos have magazines that they have, but you only have so many magazines with your semi-auto, to the point where you run out of ammo, and then you have to reload the magazines. You have to hold the magazine. You have to press one bullet at a time or two bullets at a time to top it off. So with semi-autos, you're going to have to reload too if you run out of your magazines. So something like this, if you had, like, say 100 or 200 rounds of 22 long rifle, you could stay in the fight, 10 rounds a minute times, what would that be? 10 minutes for 100, 20 minutes for 200. You could stay in the gunfight for 20 minutes, and I doubt it's going to go that long. But if you were helping somebody, or you're in a really bad situation you couldn't get out of, you have extra ammo. So always carry extra ammo. Even if you are just going to a range with your single action 22 here, and you're only carrying this, make sure that you have a pouch where you have extra ammo in case you get in a situation where, hey, I forgot my my gun that I usually carry for backup, or my main duty gun that I carry. So you want to be the best prepared you can be, even with the single action 22, as you would with any other firearm, which means that if you get a Crossman pellet pouch here, these hold 500 rounds of pellets, but it'll hold 100 rounds of 22 long rifle. It goes right on your right belt, and it clips right on there real nice. It's got Velcro, and then you just open the pouch, and then you can close it while you're running, that kind of thing. So it's really fast to get open and closed. And you guys can use this as a dump pouch. Some of you older police officers or older revolver users, if you run out of speed strips or speed loaders and you need to reload that revolver, 38 special right here, 15 rounds, 20 rounds right here, 357 Magnum. You got them right on your belt. You can reach them real fast. You can load it real fast. 1, 2 at a time. You can see on my videos how I load 1 at a time, 2 at a time, revolvers, 357 Magnums, 38, stuff like that. But anyway, I just thought I'd tell you about this, creating a scenario where, what if you had a single action 22? How do you defend yourself? How do you be prepared if this is all you had? You would have this pouch full of 22 long rifle ammunition on you at all times in the house, wherever you're at. And then you'd have this loaded with 5 rounds. Or if you're going half cock, you would have 6 rounds in there ready to go. But out in public, sometimes they worry about this. They shouldn't, but you know what I mean, that kind of thing. So once again, when you put in 1 round, you count 4 times. And somebody's saying, why not just put in 2 rounds? Well, you could do that too. So if you put in 2 rounds, then you would count 3. You put in 3 rounds, then you would count 2, and so on. So that's how you would do it. But anyway, I think that 1 round at a time, 1 round every 10, 12 seconds or something like that, I suppose, would be 200 rounds over a 20-minute gunfight. It could keep you pretty much able to survive if it ever goes 20 minutes. What I think about is stuff like where you're pinned down, like there's a mass shooter in a mall or somewhere where you're pinned down, you can't get back to your car, that kind of thing. You could fire shots, to protect yourself, to get home, that kind of thing, to get out of that situation, or even protect the lives of other people with a single action 22. That would be unheard of. That would be the first time anybody's ever did it. So, but anyway, thanks for watching, you guys.